Number 1.
Um, Car was bought with about 12 or 13,000 miles on it about 40 years ago. And right now it's got an original, and this is not believed to be, could be, might be, it is 36,763. And it's had one repaint in its original color. That's all lacquer paint. There's no rust on any of the body panels, floor pans, trunk pans, etc. Couple little changes other than stock. It is equipped with a set of headers, dual exhaust still, has the flow masters for mufflers, upgrade to the cooling system. We've got that cold case high performance, a high capacity cooling system, make this thing run, a lot cooler. But it's a power steering, power brake car, and it's got some other neat little options we'll go over.
3 decades family-owned, 1967 Pontiac GTO, convertible 400 HO, Montreux blue muscle icon. Offered for the first time in decades, this striking 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible has been a cherished part of the same family since the 1990s. Finished in factory-correct Montreux blue with a power-operated white soft top, this classic drop top captures the spirit of late 60s American performance with timeless style and authentic character. Under the hood, the GTO boasts its original heart. A high-output 400 CI V8, factory rated at 360 horsepower and equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor, single snorkel air cleaner, and 4-into-1 headers. The engine breathes through a cold case aluminum radiator, installed for improved cooling. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via a 3-speed automatic transmission and an optional safety track rear differential with 3.55 to 1 gears. An ideal setup for confident cruising and spirited acceleration. The car rides on classic American racing 5-spoke wheels wrapped in Uniroyal Tiger Paw white stripe tires. Power steering and a front stabilizer bar support easy drivability, while braking is handled by power-assisted 4-wheel drum brakes. The exterior presents beautifully with its chrome-trimmed grille, stacked headlights, dual side mirrors, and GTO badging. The car is believed to have been repainted in its original shade in the mid-1990s, and although it shows minor flaws, such as a dent in the rear bumper, it still makes a strong visual impression. Inside, the GTO features blue vinyl bucket seats, a matching rear bench, and wood grain accents on the dashboard and center console. A Hurst dual-gate shifter adds a touch of muscle car flair, while amenities such as power windows, lap belts, and a heater round out the equipment list. The driver's seat shows were with a rip on the bottom cushion, and the JVC head unit is currently inoperative. Instrumentation includes a wood grain cluster with a 120 miles per hour speedometer, a tachometer with a 5,000 RPM red line, and a fuel gauge. The 5-digit odometer shows just over 37K miles, with only around 500 miles added under the current family ownership. Production details decoded from the cowl tag confirm this GTO was built in the 3rd week of May 1967 at GM's Fremont, California plant. It left the factory as a Montreux Blue D convertible with white soft top, 1, and blue vinyl trim, 219. This GTO comes with documentation from PHS Automotive Services and a clean Illinois title in the owner's name. With its rare combination of factory originality, strong mechanicals, and family-owned provenance, this 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible 400 HO is an iconic example of Detroit muscle, ready for the road or your collection. Number 2. 43 years owned 487 CI, powered 1974 Pontiac GTO, 1-year model, Pro Touring masterpiece. Offered by its longtime owner of 43 years. This 1974 Pontiac GTO represents a rare blend of history, performance, and craftsmanship. Originally purchased by the seller in 1982, the car underwent a comprehensive Pro Touring-style transformation completed in 2021, resulting in a uniquely modernized take on a 1-year-only X-Body GTO. At the heart of this build is a hand-assembled, fire-breathing 487 CI V8 featuring an Ohio crankshaft, eagle rods, a hydraulic roller camshaft, Kaufman high-port aluminum heads, MSD ignition, and Holley Sniper electronic fuel injection. Supporting performance components include a March Performance serpentine system, Be Cool aluminum radiator with electric fans, Doug's headers, and a Rick's stainless steel fuel tank. The engine breathes with authority and is backed by a California Performance transmission built 2004 R 4-speed automatic, which routes power to a quick performance 9-inch rear axle with 3.50:1 gears and 31 spline axles. Finished in its factory-correct Buccaneer red, the body was restored and enhanced during the build, including a satin black cowl induction hood secured with Ring Brothers billet aluminum hinges. Other exterior touches include body-color tucked bumpers, a honeycomb grille, dual mirrors, and GTO decals in patriotic red, white, and blue. The result is both aggressive and understated, staying true to its heritage while projecting modern muscle. Underneath, the GTO rides on a Detroit Speed front subframe, quadrillink rear suspension, and adjustable coilovers, with a rear mini-tub to accommodate massive 325 series Continental Extreme Contact tires mounted on 18-inch/19 billet specialties wheels. Stopping power is courtesy of Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes with vented rotors and red-painted calipers, providing confidence-inspiring control. Inside, the transformation continues with a no-nonsense performance cabin featuring Corbeau racing seats, Jegs 4-point harnesses, a roll bar with door bars, and a B&M floor shifter. Black carpet and suede-style accents are paired with carbon fiber-style dash and seat trim. A Momo steering wheel fronts Autometer Pro comp gauges, including a 160 miles per hour speedometer and 10K RPM touch. The odometer shows just 2,400 miles since the build's completion, though the seller estimates approximately 12K miles driven over their 43-year stewardship. This GTO's provenance is well documented, with build records, 1982 purchase paperwork, and photos from the restoration included in the sale. Built in the third week of April 1974 at GM's Willow Run plant. The original cowl tag confirms factory trim with red bucket seats and Buccaneer red paint. This is more than just a tribute to Pontiac performance. It's a professionally executed, owner-built Pro Touring machine with decades of care behind it. A standout example of a rare model. This 1974 GTO is now offered with a Connecticut registration, serving as the ownership document. Number 3. Refurbished 1965 Pontiac GTO hardtop, tri-power 389 CI V8, 4-speed manual, burgundy over black. This 1965 Pontiac GTO hardtop coupe combines iconic mid-60s muscle car presence with a desirable tri-power V8 and a classic 4-speed manual transmission. Finished in factory-correct burgundy, code N, with a contrasting white vinyl roof. This GTO was refurbished in 2017 by Banks Restorations of Waynesville, North Carolina, and has been meticulously maintained since. The seller acquired the car in 2022, during which time a replacement 389 Ci V8 was installed, complete with the hallmark tri-power induction system. The body was disassembled and refinished as part of the 2017 restoration and features correct exterior trim, including stacked headlights, a hood scoop, chrome bumpers, polished window surrounds, and a driver's side mirror. The factory-accurate two-tone appearance enhances its curb appeal and highlights the car's original Pontiac Motor Division styling cues. Riding on 14 rally wheels wrapped in 245/60 BF Goodrich radial T/A tires, the GTO handles confidently thanks to power steering and power-assisted front disc brakes. A dual exhaust system ensures the 389 Ci V8 sounds as muscular as it performs. Inside, the cabin is finished in black vinyl, code 213, and was re-upholstered during the restoration. Features include front bucket seats, a rear bench, a center console, and a hearse shifter. The dash presents beautifully with a wood-grain fascia, a 120 miles per hour speedometer, tachometer, and auxiliary gauges. Additional cabin touches include a passenger side grab handle, a heater, and a working AM radio. The 5-digit odometer shows 464 miles, nearly all accumulated since current ownership. Total mileage is unknown. Under the hood, the replacement 389 Ci V8 was professionally installed by Banks Restorations in 2022. It breathes through a tri-power setup consisting of 3 Rochester 2-barrel carburetors, each topped with a chrome air cleaner. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 4-speed manual transmission and a safety track differential, giving this GTO the kind of direct, mechanical connection that enthusiasts seek. The car retains its trim tag, confirming it as a true GTO hardtop coupe built in Pontiac, Michigan, in the first week of January 1965, originally finished in burgundy with a white vinyl roof and equipped with the 5-in GTO option group. Now offered with PHS Automotive Services documentation, refurbishment photos, and a clean Florida title in the seller's name. This 1965 GTO represents a standout example of a tri-power era muscle car, restored for both show and go. Number 4. Refurbished 1969 Pontiac GTO hardtop, 400 Ci V8, classic looks, Florida title. This 1969 Pontiac GTO hardtop coupe blends classic American muscle styling with timeless Pontiac performance. Finished in factory-correct limelight green over a black vinyl interior. This example was refurbished in Canada in the early 2000s and has been under the care of the current owner since 2013. Power comes from a 400 Ci V8 paired with a turbo hydromatic 3-speed automatic transmission, delivering smooth performance with a factory-rated 350 horsepower. The exterior presents true to the GTO's bold design, featuring a body color Endura front bumper, quad headlights, a dual scoop hood, polished dual exhaust outlets, and 14 Rally 2 wheels wrapped in BF Goodrich radial T/a white letter tires. A matching spare is stored in the trunk. Power steering and front disc brakes add to the car's usability and confidence on the road. Inside, the cabin maintains a classic muscle car ambience with black vinyl bucket seats, a rear bench, and faux wood grain trim on the dashboard and center console. The wood-rimmed steering wheel frames a 120 miles per hour speedometer, a fuel gauge, and a non-functional tachometer with auxiliary gauges for oil pressure and coolant temperature mounted beneath the dash. While the original AM radio is inoperative, modern audio equipment has been discreetly added, including an Alpine head unit and CD changer installed in the trunk. The 400 Ci V8 breathes through a 4-barrel carburetor, dual snorkel intake, and wears chrome valve covers and a Holy chrome air cleaner lid. According to documentation, The engine was serviced by Unlimited Performance during the restoration. More recently, in April, the engine received an oil change, along with new valve cover gaskets, a fuel pump, and replacement transmission cooling line fittings. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via a turbo hydromatic automatic transmission, and while some corrosion is noted on underbody components, the car remains structurally sound and roadworthy. The 5-digit odometer currently shows 20,000 miles, with approximately 10,000 miles added during the seller's 12-year ownership. Total mileage is unknown. Trim tag decoding confirms this GTO as an original 1969 hardtop built in Baltimore, originally trimmed in parchment vinyl, code 267, and painted limelight green, code 59. Now offered with service records and a clean Florida title in the seller's name. This classic GTO coupe is a well-kept driver with subtle modern enhancements, perfect for weekend cruising or local car shows. Number 5. A 47-year legacy, 1966 Pontiac GTO, convertible in platinum. Offered for sale on behalf of its long-term owner, this 1966 Pontiac GTO convertible carries a rare 47-year ownership history that began in 1978 when it was acquired as a project vehicle. Placed into storage for over a decade, it underwent a comprehensive refurbishment in the 1990s that brought it back to life while preserving its muscle car spirit. Finished from the factory in platinum, code W, the car received new exterior sheet metal, including front fenders, door skins, and the passenger side rear quarter panel, before being refinished in its original hue. A black replacement soft top was added, incorporating the original factory glass rear window. Chrome accents grace the grille, bumpers, and rocker moldings, while GTO badging, a hood scoop, stacked headlights, and a driver's side mirror complete the classic look. Some imperfections in the paint and missing rear quarter window trim are noted, adding a touch of patina to this otherwise striking convertible. Power comes from a dealer-installed 389 Ci V8, a warranty replacement early in the car's life, which was overhauled and reinstalled during refurbishment. It features a chrome air cleaner and valve covers, with updated oil pressure and exhaust components fitted in 2015. Backing the V8 is a floor-shifted automatic transmission that was rebuilt as part of the restoration. Underneath, Rally 2 wheels with chrome trim rings are wrapped in reproduction Firestone Super Sports Redline tires. Power steering ensures easy maneuverability, and braking is handled by four-wheel drums. Inside, the cabin sports black vinyl upholstery on the front bucket seats and rear bench. Replace carpeting, aftermarket speakers in the door panels, and a glove box-mounted Sony CD stereo with a trunk-mounted subwoofer modernize the experience. A theft deterrent system with 2 remotes provides added security. The wood-grain dashboard fascia includes a 120 miles per hour speedometer, fuel gauge, and analog clock, while center console houses a vacuum gauge, currently inoperative. The 5-digit odometer reads 90,000 miles. According to the data plate, this GTO was assembled in Pontiac, Michigan during the second week of January 1966 and came equipped with a tinted windshield, center console, and deluxe seatbelts. Accompanied by service records and a transferable New York registration in the owner's name. This long-owned and lovingly restored 1966 Pontiac GTO convertible is a unique opportunity to own a piece of American muscle car heritage. Number 6. Show quality, fuel-injected 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible, 400 Ci stroker, 5-speed, tri-power look. This stunning 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible is a fully reimagined example of Pontiac's legendary muscle car, blending classic looks with modern performance and comfort. Acquired by the selling dealer in 2025, this GTO underwent a comprehensive body-off restoration and performance build around 2022. It now features a fuel-injected 400 Ci V8 stroker engine, a Chrysler 5-speed manual transmission, Hotchkiss suspension, and a richly tailored custom interior. Power comes from a 400 Ci V8 built with a stroker kit and enhanced by Edelbrock Performer RPM aluminum cylinder heads, Doug's long tube headers, and a simulated tri-power induction setup with Holley EFI individual throttle bodies. A March accessory drive, Be-Cool aluminum radiator, and electric fans ensure reliable cooling, while power flows through a center force clutch Chrysler 5-speed manual to a 12-bolt rear axle with an Auburn limited slip differential and 3.73:1 gears. The body was removed from the frame and refinished in deep black, with 4 coats of urethane clear over a PPG base. The black convertible top is power-operated and color-matched. Restoration work included bodywork on the hood, cowl, and fenders, and all exterior trim was refreshed. Highlights include stacked headlights, tinted windows, a hood scoop, rolled exhaust finishers, and billet hood hinges. This GTO rides on Hotchkiss tubular front A-arms, boxed rear control arms, and front/rear sway bars paired with Bilstein shocks. Braking is handled by Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes with drilled rotors and red-painted calipers. Billet Rally 2 style wheels with PMD center caps are wrapped in redline tires with shaved sidewalls for a custom yet vintage-correct aesthetic. Inside, the cabin was custom trimmed by Trimmer's Trim Shop in Lexington, North Carolina, and features bolstered red leather bucket seats, a full-length custom center console, and leather-trimmed door panels. Comforts include vintage air climate control, power windows, a digital stereo receiver, cup holders, and a leather-wrapped dash pad. The trunk is upholstered to match the interior, continuing the refined presentation. An engine-turned dash fascia houses a complete set of modern gauges, including a 120 miles per hour speedometer, tachometer, and auxiliary readouts. The 3-spoke steering wheel is mounted on a tilt column, and the Hurst shifter offers classic muscle car engagement. The 5-digit odometer shows 3,800 miles since completion. Total mileage is unknown. Underneath, the frame was media blasted and powder-coated gloss black, with the differential housing and inner fenders finished to match. A dual exhaust system with Doug's headers, an X-pipe, cutouts, and pipes mufflers delivers a muscular sound with flexibility. The rear axle is Chevelle-sourced and built to handle the power. Offered on a Washington State title-branded Classic, this show-quality, pro-built GTO convertible is an exceptional performer that blends period styling with modern capability. Whether enjoyed on the road or showcased at events, this is a head-turning, no-compromise muscle car with a professional pedigree. Number 7. Rare Pedigree. Race-bred Legacy. 1965 Shelby Mustang GT350. Chassis SFM 5S305. Presented here is chassis SFM 5S305, one of just 504 street production examples of the legendary 1965 Shelby GT350, a car that forever redefined the American muscle car. Originally invoiced to Paradise Ford sales of Scottsdale, Arizona on June 28, 1965, this GT350 boasts a compelling history rooted in performance, provenance, and meticulous care. Believed to have been traded to a Tucson-based dealer and briefly drag raced in period, the car later made its way to California, where a second owner added a fold-down rear seat. Today, it stands as a lightly modified and beautifully preserved example of Shelby's race-inspired vision. Under the hood is its original 289 Ci Hippo V8, freshly overhauled in 2022 by Heath Elmer Restorations. The rebuild included a bored and decked block, polished crankshaft, new pistons, camshaft, lifters, and a Holley 715 CFM 4-barrel carburetor atop a high-rise aluminum intake. Power is delivered to the rear wheels through a retrofitted top-loader 4-speed manual transmission, also rebuilt in 2022 and paired with a Detroit Locker 3.89:1 differential. Performance upgrades include R-style front valance, dual side exit exhausts, override traction bars, Coney adjustable shocks, Kelsey Hayes ventilated front disc brakes, Kragar 15-inch cast alloy wheels wrapped in BF Goodrich radial T/A tires, fiberglass hood with quick-release pins, trunk-mounted battery. Inside, the cabin features low-back black vinyl bucket seats, aircraft-style lap belts, a Hurst shifter, and a dash-mounted tachometer, hallmarks of Shelby's race-first philosophy. The 5-digit odometer displays fewer than 13,600 miles, with approximately 400 miles added under current ownership. Additional interior details include a glove box, fold-down rear bench, fire extinguisher, and Pony logo floor mats. Originally painted Wimbledon white with Guardsman blue rocker stripes, the car was stripped to bare metal in 1990 and refinished by Rico Duran in Baldwin Park, California, with striking blue Le Mans racing stripes. A replacement passenger window, new rear bumper guards, and a rotunda-style driver mirror were recently installed. This car was featured in Hemming's Muscle Machines in July 2023 and comes with extensive documentation including original sales invoice, Shelby American literature, vintage photographs, service records, French registration in the seller's name. With its authentic Shelby heritage, recent mechanical restorations, and tasteful upgrades, SFM 5S305 is not just a rare collector's car. It's a visceral piece of American racing history ready to be driven or shown with pride. Number 8. Rare Heritage. Raw V8 Power. 1984 Mustang GT 20th Anniversary Convertible 5-speed manual. Offered here is a striking example of American pony car history. This 1984 Ford Mustang GT convertible, one of only 5,260 20th Anniversary Edition models produced to honor 2 decades of Mustang legacy. Built on March 13, 1984, and finished in signature Oxford white, code 9L, with GT 350 style stripes and fender badges, this limited edition drop top is a true collector's piece that still knows how to thrill on the road. Under the hood lies a 302 CI Windsor V8, enhanced with an aftermarket 4-barrel carburetor and high-flow water pump, delivering classic small-block rumble and engaging performance. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 5-speed manual transmission and a traction-lock limited-slip differential, ensuring an authentic, rear-drive Mustang driving experience. The factory-correct canyon red cloth interior features articulated front sports seats, matching door panels, power windows and locks, air conditioning, and a premium sound system with an upgraded aftermarket stereo. While some interior wear is noted, including light wear on the driver's seat piping, this example retains its charm and factory character. A tilt-adjustable 3-spoke steering wheel frames original instrumentation, including an 85 miles per hour speedometer, tachometer, and full auxiliary gauges. The 5-digit odometer reads just 6,000 miles, with approximately 500 miles added by the current owner since purchase in 2024. Outside, this convertible wears a replacement red soft top, contrasting sharply against the Oxford white bodywork. 16-inch tri-spoke alloy wheels replace the originals, paired with the 20th anniversary's revised suspension that includes a larger front sway bar and an added rear sway bar. Braking is handled by power-assisted front discs and rear drums. Minor blemishes and overbuff paint areas are disclosed and shown in the gallery, reflecting honest where on this otherwise standout example. This Mustang is accompanied by a deluxe Marty report, original and spare parts, including the removed factory carburetor, a clean, damage-free Carfax report, and a clean Texas title in the seller's name. Whether you're a die-hard Mustang enthusiast or a collector looking for a unique slice of 80s performance nostalgia, this 1984 20th Anniversary GT convertible offers rare heritage, low mileage, and true driver engagement, all in a V8 powered manual transmission drop top. Number 9. This is a 1965 Ford Mustang 289, but not the kind you'll find cruising Main Street. This is a purebred race car, built for the track, battle-tested in Europe, and powered by American muscle. Originally imported from the dry state of Texas, this rust-free notchback coupe has been completely transformed in Belgium into a race-ready machine. And yet, it still carries a Belgian historic registration. Street legal in the eyes of history, but fully prepared for modern circuit warfare. Under the hood, a 4.7-liter low-compression V8, recently rebuilt, and now producing a massive 336 horsepower at the rear wheels. It breathes through a Holley carburetor with a K&N air filter, ensuring optimal fuel air delivery with race-grade consistency. Power is transferred via a Ford toploader 4-speed manual gearbox, built tough to handle the torque, the speed, and the shifting aggression of true racing. Braking is just as serious. Vented discs up front, drums at the rear, all by Kelsey Hayes, with an adjustable brake proportioning valve, allowing fine-tuned control to suit any driving style or circuit condition. It rides on authentic American racing wheels, wrapped in Avon race tires. 215/70 are 15 all around. Grip and style in equal measure. Inside, it's all business. A welded roll cage by VA Motorsport Engineering surrounds the cockpit. There's a Sparco bucket seat, Sparco racing harness, Sparco steering wheel, and a Pro Comp large rev counter with a shift light. No distractions, just essentials. Every unnecessary gram has been stripped. Side and rear windows replaced with polycarbonate, keeping weight down and safety up. Fueling is handled by an ATL Racing fuel cell, twin Holley pumps, a facet auxiliary pump, and a fuel swirl bowl, built for reliability under pressure. Cooling is just as precise, thanks to an alloy radiator with integrated oil cooler. And it comes with pedigree. FIA Historic Technical Passport, HTPK, valid through December 2025. Certified roll cage license. Proven setup, with just 16 hours on the rebuild engine. This isn't just a 1965 Mustang. It's a competition-built warrior. A road-legal historic race car with modern mechanicals, vintage charm, and an unmistakable V8 soundtrack. Ready to drive. Ready to dominate. Ready for your name on the door. Number 10. Few cars have earned legendary status quite like the Ford Mustang. As the original pony car, the Mustang didn't just define a new class of automobile. It became a symbol of freedom, performance, and American spirit. With its roaring V8 and iconic design, it's no wonder this car remains high on the wish list of enthusiasts around the globe. This beautiful 1967 Ford Mustang 289 hardtop coupe captures everything that made the original Mustang so unforgettable. Originally delivered to Whittier, California, this particular car has been in Germany since 2004, where it has been cherished and meticulously maintained. A few years ago, it received a fresh repaint in its original factory yellow, and numerous components have since been replaced to ensure long-lasting reliability. Under the hood lies a potent 4.7-liter, 289 cubic inch V8, delivering 203 horsepower and paired with a manual transmission for an authentic, engaging driving experience. The engine note is as addictive as ever, a deep, burbling V8 rumble that turns every drive into a celebration of classic motoring. Mechanically, the Mustang's foundation is tried and true. It shares much of its drivetrain and suspension with the Ford Falcon, offering simple, durable engineering. With its power-assisted steering, this car remains light and responsive on the road, the perfect cruiser for weekend escapes or classic car events. The yellow exterior combined with a black imitation leather interior is a timeless combination that perfectly complements the car's muscular lines and confident stance. With just 32,500 kilometers on the clock and a large binder of service records and invoices included, this Mustang tells a story of careful ownership and passion. Don't miss this chance to own an iconic piece of American automotive history. Whether you're drawn by the design, the sound, or the drive, this 1967 Mustang is ready to win hearts all over again.